In this video, we'll learn how to configure mappings to support provider transformations in Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management. In this video, let's have a look at the account mappings. We can find those underneath the configurations, and we can see the mappings for accounts, products, units, for example. Now, these are here to support the transformations so that the business users can configure these mappings and don't have to get into the transformations. If we go across to our catalog provider, in this example, our BigCommerce provider, and if we have a look at the configuration, we'll see that we have a transformation. I can get to it from here, as well as I can get to the full list of transformations here. So I can see my BigCommerce sales order to Dataverse sales order as the transformation. And if we have a look, you'll see the mappings here. And so basically we need a mapping for example, account, price, product, unit, for example. So this is specified in the mapping, and that allows the business user then to configure the mappings in a much easier way instead of looking at the transformation code. So let's go across to our configurations. So the first one we want is an account. So let's go and create a new mapping. This will be to the provider. And so I'll select the BigCommerce provider. Now, the first thing that I want to do is give it a customer name. And in this example, I've got a customer which is the customer I've created for the BigCommerce. Essentially, think of this as the one-time customer because the information on the order will be replaced. And we can have a look at the field name that'll be used in the mapping, which will be provider name, and then the actual value will be BigCommerce in this case. It will depend on the specification of the specific map and provider, what values we're actually putting here. But this is specific to the BigCommerce example. So I'll save that. And then next we want a product. So we'll go and add a product. And so again, in this example, we'll provide the lookup to the BigCommerce, and we want our product. In this example, we're just going to select our AccuScale product, and in the mapping this will be called our SKU, and then the value in this example would be the product on BigCommerce, which will be ABS. So this will map the external to the internal product. So we can save and close. Okay, next we'll need a price list, and so I'll come and create a new price list. Again, we'll follow the same procedure, BigCommerce provider, and if we look up our price list, we're going to, in this example, take the master price list, and we can configure, so provider name, and then again the provider will be BigCommerce. So that's our entry for the price list. We'll save and close. And then the last one that we need is the unit. So we'll come down to our unit and we'll select new. And so we'll follow the same procedure. And our unit will be each. The external field will be unit. And then the value will be eaches. So if we need to have different unit mappings, we can do that. So this is the external value to the internal value. So we'll save and close. So that's essentially the mappings done. Let's have a look at this in process. So we'll go across, let's go and put in a new order. I'm going to order the product for myself. I'll use my saved address. Now we'll see in this example that our product is ABS, so that's what we did the mapping for. And we'll just finish the order and then we'll process. All right, so this is our order 112. I'm just going to pause the video because it'll take a little while. If we go back to our environment, we'll see that the last order we got was 111. So it'll take a little while just for the order to come in. So we'll wait for that to come in and then we'll have a look at the values. Okay, I've waited a little while and refreshed, and you'll see that we have our new order come in here. So we'll see firstly that the customer mapping works, and we have our customer, which is provider. Let's open up the order and we can have a look. So we'll have the customer. You'll see that the details, so this is essentially acting as our one-time customer, because the details from the order, which is my name, the address from the order, that's all replaced on the order based on the transaction that's coming in. And so then if we have a look at the line, so this is the sales order lines, then we'll have our product here, which is the AccuScale, which was mapped from the ABS product in, and then as well the units that have come in to that. So that's our order in, the mappings are working, we can see the order coming in, so the transformation will now pick this up and process it based on whatever's in the orchestration process. So in this example, now we've got it as validated. So that's a quick walkthrough of the configurations for the mappings. And so again, this depends on the provider and what it's using in its transformation in terms of which mappings it'll use. Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management is a new application in the family of Dynamics 365 applications. Built on the Microsoft Power Platform running on the Microsoft Azure Cloud. To learn more about Dynamics 365 Intelligent Order Management, visit our community site, documentation site, marketing site, or our blog at these links.